Oh, okay. So I'm a little softer, but close. Hopefully that's close enough. I muted myself. That will never work.
No, no, no. Oh, let me
No.
change. We've had some trouble with people getting unmuted somehow. Let me just change the ability to unmute people's. Okay, so it looks like we're streaming. And for some reason, I can't change this. On Facebook, it doesn't make it public and I can't change it. Oh, it did not work with. So if you're watching us live on Facebook or YouTube, for some reason I cannot get the call information to update, even though I updated on the platform I'm using. Um,
Mhm.
Sorry, and it's also wrong because we're going to Fairy Falls. Um, Sorry, I'm just trying to update this real quick. Um, so we will get that updated. If you're watching us live, just know the information at the top is incorrect. Um, and we'll update that for the replays. We are visiting Fairy Falls today in our virtual online retreat, which has been so fun. So, welcome everybody to session 6 of The Mountain is Calling, a Sacred Light experience. Today, we are journeying. We're really enjoying these journeys that we're creating for you guys. We'd love to hear how you feel about the journeys, what experiences you've had. It's been a lot of fun for us, really getting, you know, connected in this way to all of the places that we're going to be taking our retreat guests to in August. So today we're journeying to one of Mount Shasta's most enchanting and magical places, definitely one of our very favorite places, Fairy Falls, where the veil between worlds is thin and the frequencies of pure joy, divine love, and infinite abundance are super powerful there. And we're going to be showing you guys a picture during the journey of the falls that kind of shows how it's just remarkable. We've never been to a place where practically every picture you take, the photo shows technologies in the photo. And we're going to be showing a picture of what we mean by that. And it's not just our photos, it's our practitioners, retreat guests who have joined us. I've seen pictures online from other people that we don't know, even that have picked up, technologies in their photos. And it's just a really, really magical place. We've been going there for years. We have received so many technologies there, probably more than any other single location. So that's where we're journeying to today in this session. We're going to be attuning to joy, bounty, love, and expansion, and really expanding the compassion energy that we've been working with the past few weeks. So this sacred waterfall, it's actually a double waterfall. There's two right next together. It's hidden deep in the really mystical, magical forests. It's been a portal for transformation for count, not just us, although we found it quite a while ago and it didn't seem like we'd ever heard anybody else talk about it. But lately, we've been hearing more and more people have been discovering it. So it really carries frequencies that can instantly shift your reality into one of wonder, magic, and boundless possibility. It's even hard to find words to really convey the just specialness of this place. We've had so many magical experiences there. Um, Today, we're going to be working with 5 powerful sacred light technologies, and several of these actually came in for us at Fairy Falls. So, we're going to be working with Sacred Light Calibrate to Create. This technology works with this is kind of, we've received technologies sort of in sequence. One of them was a way to work with the Merkaba, So we call that the Sacred Light Merkaba technology. And we also received the Sacred Light Intention Alignment technology, both of those around Mount Shasta. And this is sort of the next one in that succession. And it's literally calibrating you to the universal energy of creation for manifestation. It can be used with your specific individualized intentions to align you multidimensionally to the highest outcome of your soul desires. It's a powerful tool. We use it in every type of manifestation work that we do, and our practitioners do the same. We're also going to be working with Sacred Light Bounty of the Universe. This aligns you with the highest perspective of feeling and being bountiful, tuning you into that frequency and assisting you in opening up to receiving. It will connect you with and expand you into the unlimited bounty of the universe that the abundance has, unlimited bounty of abundance that the universe has to offer. It's a really unique multidimensional tool that works with you on an individual level to both bring in what is necessary and to dissolve what's in the way of moving into the highest level of expression of your soul in human form. It will help you break free of current limitations to expand you into more abundance with a greater ability to create a life aligned with your highest potential. And we're also going to be working with Sacred Light Joy of Life. This is activating and anchoring the highest perspective of joy, activating your cellular memory of the frequency of joy so that you can remember how to create this for yourself in this lifetime. Next, we're going to be working with Sacred Light Unbounded Love of Heaven. So we often hear about unconditional love. That term is sort of thrown out there in a lot of ways, really meaning loving without conditions. But unbounded love of heaven goes even further. It's limitless, it's infinite, it's expansive, and this really activates the cellular memory of these divine frequencies. You know, we've all experienced this on a soul level. We just might not remember it on a human level. So it's activating those cellular memories, awakening the truth of who you are. And once this memory is restored on that cellular level, you can begin to create and live from that blueprint. And it's really transformative. And then finally, we're going to be working with a technology called Sacred Light Cosmic Grove. We received this a few years ago in this very place in Fairy Falls, and we had a really interesting trip that year. We did not, is that a year we didn't host a retreat in Shasta? Was this 2022, I believe?
I think it was 2022.
Yeah, so it was a year
Yeah.
we weren't hosting in Shasta. We've been hosting retreats in Shasta since 2018, but it wasn't, we were just on a personal trip this year. And one of the first things we did was go to Fairy Falls, and we received so many, I've got full body goosebumps as I'm talking about this. We received so much, and we had all these plans. You know, we do all these things that we love to do when we go to Shasta. We love to visit many of the places that we're taking our retreat guests to, that we've discovered and deepened our relationship with over the last 8 or 9 years. We've been going there since 2017 together. So we went to Fairy Falls. That was our first little thing that we did, you know, to visit these places, and received so much there that it knocked us, you know, it knocked us into just integrating everything that we received. And we didn't end up going anywhere else except for the Peace Gardens that year. We had to just integrate. And so the Cosmic Grove was really, 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 really big. At first, we thought we were not going to ever pass it on to any of our students, that it was just for us. But last year, we were guided that it was time to go ahead and pass this on to our students. So it's a tool that we attune our practitioners to for their own expansion. Sort of like there's a few of those tools, the Sacred Light Reader and Akasha, that they're for the practitioners to work, and the Sacred Light Temple, they're for the practitioners to work with within their own healing work and their own life and transformation, rather than activating them for somebody else. So that's the way that this is worked with. It's a spiritual technology that grants access to multidimensional wisdom, knowledge, energies, for sacred work. So if you've ever read the whole Narnia series, the last book in the series, but it was actually chronologically first. It's called The Magician's Nephew. That's what I imagine. If you remember that book, let me know if you know what I'm talking about. The Magician's Nephew by C.S. Lewis, part of the Narnia series of 7 books. But in that book, they visit this world. The boy, I forget his name, and Polly is the girl. They visit this world, and it's this forest that have all these different pools, and they're different colors. At least that's how I imagined them when I was a kid when I read that book. And when they jump into these pools, they go into another world, and that's actually how they got into Narnia. So that's what showed up for me when we received this. So it's basically a mystical grove of pools with a portal to a different place or divine knowledge. And by metaphysically jumping into that pool, you're transported into that dimension holding what you seek. And there's infinite pools within this cosmic grove. So it's a really special technology.
Yes, and I can just second that motion of what a powerful and very wild visit to Shasta that was that year. So, um, yeah, and just also about the Cosmic Grove, one of the things that was really evident, like almost immediately, is that there's no, it's almost, I feel like it's one of the most vast fields of information we've ever been witness to. And we know that we at the time we were only granted access to whatever we could actually kind of process energy system. It goes far beyond that, and we know that as we expand, which we're constantly doing, right? We all are. We have more and more access to what that cosmic grove holds. And so that's going to go kind of the same in the journey that we have for you today. We're working with it kind of for the group, so to speak. It's not necessarily getting activated in your field like the other technologies. So um, it'll be so interesting to see when that gets really activated. We bring that in to work with, how that feels to you, what your experiences are. But it's like all of these tools, it's going to meet you where you're at. Like it'll help you, access what you need, but that you can handle right now, right? Meeting you where you're at. So, yeah, I just remember that was the visit that one of our practitioners and friends, I don't see her here with us today, but um, traveled to Shasta and we got to meet her there. And we spent a little bit of time with her, and we had just come from this whole experience, but it was hours later, but the same day. And she's very sensitive to energy. Like she's incredibly intuitive of like, I think there's nothing that gets past her, like that's in the field, right? Like around her. And she comes up to us, and her first instinct was to hug us, right? Like, oh, hugs. And she was like, whoa. She's like, I can't hug you right now, actually, but I love you. She's like, I have to stand like right here. I can't get any closer. I was like, okay. So, I mean, that really, you know, kind of solidified what we knew we were experiencing, but to have someone else be kind of validating that was really pretty spectacular. But yeah, we always go to the Shasta Pyramid, which you guys have seen, right? We've worked with some of the frequencies that are available here as part of this journey even, but we had to cancel. We're like, we can't go to the pyramid this year. We can't process anything else. We can't bring anything else in right now. So yeah, that will always be with us as one of the most powerful experiences I think we've ever had actually at Shasta. And we have some mighty experiences there. So it'll be interesting to see what you can touch in with here in this journey. So just, I think we say this every time, but, buckle up, right? Get ready to really deepen your connection with Shasta as you experience what these technologies we're working with today, what the mountain holds for you today. what we're working with is going to be focusing on bringing that heart opening kind of joy that you can feel in your core, that expansion into that more boundless, expanded cosmic love, if you will, and alignment with Earth's natural abundance codes, that energy, that frequency of bounty. So um, that's what we're doing. And we do want to share though, because we've had some things that have been changed a bit about our retreat, thus leading us to have a couple of announcements to share with you. And we'd like to do that now and then jump into the journey. So what that looks like is we're going to share the registration page with you as well. And then you can take a look at these things too. If the retreat's been calling your name, we still have time. There's time to sign up and we do still have space. So we want to you kind of collectively decided here to kind of lower the pricing on some of the accommodations at the Guru Shasta Retreat Center that we're staying at. The house, there's a main house, and then there's these incredible, really well done, what are called lotus tents,
Yeah.
and and there's cabins, and there's outdoor bathrooms. There's access to the main house bathroom from the outside too. So um, we have new pricing on those accommodations. The house is sold out right now, except for maybe one spot left in the
I
house.
think there's
Is that
one
right,
spot
Alicia?
left in the house. So I'm going to stop you though, because a couple people are saying it's freezing
Oh,
for them. Is it Kim that's freezing? Because you're kind of glitching a little bit for me too.
oh, really?
Or am I
Um,
also freezing?
Here, let me,
It's just Kim. Okay, I'll
oh, it's just
continue
me.
with sharing this while
So,
I don't know if we can figure out how to fix it or not.
oh, well, were you able, like, pick up whatever you couldn't hear that I said too, right? Like, I don't
Okay,
want you guys
so
to miss anything I was saying.
I'll just kind of start because I'm not sure what people missed. Basically, what we have decided to do is to lower the pricing on some of the accommodations. So Guru Shasta has a main house that is almost full. There's one spot left in that main house. And then it also on the retreat center property are several different options. So we have Lotus Bell tents, which are really cool. They're called tents. They're they're not they're not like a tent. They have electricity, it's like more like glamping. To me, they more seem like yurts than tents, if you're familiar with what a yurt is. So we've lowered the price on the Lotus Bell tent options. We also have cabins. There's 3 cabins on the retreat center grounds, and there is also a really cute um, little vintage trailer, and I want to show it. We've also lowered the price on that.
Yeah, so some of these things that Alicia is sharing you can now see them on the website, on the retreat page. Before we didn't have that there, but we
Yeah.
do now.
So we
So,
lowered the price. So if you are feeling guided to come and join us and you choose one of the Lotus Bell tent options, we have lowered that price to 3,100. Everything else is the same in the retreat. It's just um,
Station.
the accommodation choices. And we discovered that there's other people that are hosting retreats there that are following this pricing guideline. And so we decided, since none of those were taken yet, we decided to go ahead and do that. So, and it makes it more accessible for people. So, the Lotus Bell tents, and you can see those on the retreat page, which I shared in the comments, are 3,100. We also have Klarna and Afterpay as payment options. And if you choose one of those, you can get payments as low as $148 a month for the Lotus Bell options. And then the cabins and the trailer, we lowered those prices to 3,300. So there's three cabins. There's one cabin that is um, a single cabin. So if that's important to you, that might be, and this makes it doable for you. You might want to sign up right away because it's the choices are first come first serve basically. So if you choose a cabin and you're the first person to sign up with that, you would get to choose that single cabin if you would like that. Some people like to room alone. Some people like to room with other people. I personally like to be alone unless I'm with Kim. Um, and that with Klarna and Afterpay is as low as $163 a month. And that's also the trailer. It's super cute. That's also a single accommodation.
Occupancy. Yeah.
And we have a little picture of it, but I'm not sure.
Okay, we didn't
Um,
get that onto the website.
yeah, it's not.
Maybe
We'll
we
get that
sent.
on the site, but I'm not sure how to share that. We have it on our document, but it's just tiny.
Yeah. And
Um,
while you're grabbing that too, I just want to say that Lynn is sharing, because Lynn was with us and will be with us again, that there are two outdoor showers, amazing outdoor bathtub. It's like under the stars. It's incredible. We're going in August. It's going to be warm. So we'll have to really enjoy the outdoor bathrooms. Like we want that. Alicia and I are like, we want that bathroom, the outdoor bathroom versus the indoor bathrooms, which are all lovely as well. But it's a pretty amazing experience. There's two outdoor bathrooms. And if you're someone that prefers to get to the house bathroom, there is three bathrooms in the house, but one of them is accessible from the outside. So there's just a
yeah,
door, it's unlocked. You could just go in there too. And there's really well-groomed trails. There's all well
and
lit
they're
all
lit.
night long. So we've not had anyone with any issues with that. And nothing's that far out from the house either.
Yeah.
Like it's still
Yeah, so the cabins do
fairly
not
close.
have a bathroom inside the cabin.
No,
You have to go,
a
there's
shared
two
bathroom.
on-site outdoor bathrooms that are closer and then an indoor bathroom. But and there's also an outdoor bathtub,
That's what I
which we
was
haven't
saying.
got the chance to use, but we've heard some that it's
We want
incredible.
it.
Just looking at the stars and um, that's amazing. But we did get to use the outdoor showers. We stayed on site the first time we hosted at Guru Shasta, and those were really amazing. And then he's added several things. He's added an infrared sauna that's available for everyone. There's a soaking tub also in the house. So if you're staying in the Lotus tents or the cabin or the trailer, you also have that full access to the house. You're just not sleeping in there. So you
Yes.
would have access to that soaking tub, to the kitchen is really well appointed. There's different gathering places in the house. So you have access to the house, just not as your sleeping situation.
Yeah. So there's a ceremonial fire pit that we'll be using. Um, there's a whole yoga space. There's a whole bunch of stuff there. It's amazing. It's so set up for just what we do and what we love.
Yeah,
So
it's really
perfect.
perfect.
Perfect for our group.
Yeah, so we wanted to let you guys know about that. We did tell our past retreat attendees who haven't registered to join us this year that that was available. We told them yesterday, and now you guys are the next people to hear. So if you are, if one of those options is working for you, I think there's three Lotus tents, three cabins, and one trailer. So if you have a preference and this makes it doable for you, you might want to take that action quicker rather than waiting.
Yeah.
Um,
There's AC
and
in the house. Is there AC in the Lotus tents? Um,
there's not AC in the Lotus tents, but there are fans in the Lotus tents and the cabins. And Shasta cools off, quite a bit at night. It's in the mountains, so even when it's hot in the day, it really cools off at night. So
yeah.
I haven't, this will be our third year staying at that location, and nobody has ever shared with us that they were too hot at night.
Mm-mm. No, and in fact, we asked everyone last year, is this the place you want to do this? Because we have some that come back, come back with us, including Lynn here right now. But it was hands down, they were like, oh, Guru Shasta all the way. We want to be here. So it's a loved space. And the bathrooms are outdoor bathrooms, yes, but it's not a porta potty. They're well appointed, they're nice. One especially is more more grand than the other, I guess, if you want to call it grand.
One of
But
them is a composting toilet, and the other one is a regular toilet, but it's
yeah,
not a porta potty.
no porta potties. It's all so
Um,
nice and so
yeah, he's
cute
done
and
things
quaint
really, really
everywhere.
well. Yeah.
Yeah. We have not had mosquito issues so far. We haven't heard anybody complain about that. But yeah. So, yeah, and if you have any other questions, just let us know. But
And you
there's
can email us at hello at co-creatingmiracle.com with any questions. Um,
and I just want to say too that for those of you, you might have caught this already, but because I know a lot of you have been really paying attention with us here, following this with us every week, and that we've been doing this series. But if you're someone that's looking at being a student of, a practitioner of co-creating miracles with sacred light, levels 1 and levels 2 are brand new. Level 2 are completed, kind of built out new course here. Um, the cost of those together is the same cost as the whole retreat, which you get if you're for the yurt or the lotus tent. So it would be like the same price. So you're getting a whole 2 levels of courses, certification, training, plus this whole experience for the price of the 2 certification courses together. So it's an amazing deal. And so if that helps you decide that, yeah, I'm gonna jump on in there, I wanted to mention that too, especially with the new pricing, because it's literally the same price as the retreat Lotus tent option, and it's included. So, all right. And it's just, online people, so many of you have shared that who have been part of the online course in Shasta, love the energy, can tap in and kind of feel into that energy. But there is, if you ask anybody who's been to the retreat, there is nothing that compares to actually still being there in person. You just can't replace it.
no, you really
So,
can't.
like
And
we help, yeah.
this year we're going to have even more magic and more time on the mountain. We're going to be doing less teaching and having a lot, really significantly more time, experiential time in the sacred sites and energetic portals on and around the mountain. We're teaching level 1 before the retreat, and then we're going to be teaching level 2 in 2 segments during the retreat, and then another call after the retreat. And we're only teaching the new tools from level 2 because all of those expansion teachings are really fresh and done in the mountain or at the mountain. And we're really happy with those teachings. So we'll be doing all of the attunements fresh, brand new, on and around the mountain. But the actual teaching time during the retreat is going to be much more minimal, and that's going to allow us to really spend a lot more time, in fellowship with each other and in community, and really, you know, soaking in that connection and the connection with the places that we're going. We're going on 11 excursions, and these excursions, we put our heart and soul into hand selecting these excursions over 9 years of our personal experience visiting Mount Shasta. um, we're going to be visiting and if you weren't with us last year, there's several new excursions if you were there one of the previous years. So we're going to be visiting the Lioness Portal, the Temple of Love, the Telos Portal, and Lake Siskiyou Violet Flame. These are new places that we went last year. And then we're going to be returning to the Mount Shasta Pyramid and the labyrinth outside of the pyramid, Bunny Flats on the mountain, of course, Fairy Falls, which we're visiting today, the Peace Gardens and the labyrinth there. We're going to be experiencing 2 really powerful sound healings. A private transmission with Haruku, Blue Star Child. She's just the most magical being. She's just so special. And then a sacred sound alchemy and tea ceremony with Ursula. And those of you who have joined us before, you're going to be pretty excited if you didn't already know that we were able to secure Ursula. She's really special. We get to do a sound healing at her home and a tea ceremony. So this is going to be a really special, really unique experience, very intimate. It's not a large group. a lot of really personal time with us. And, that's part of what makes it so special is connecting really intimately, with all of us together. And it's going to be, um, nothing like anything else out there, nothing like anything that we do in our daily lives. So, with all of the, just you look around the world and it feels disheartening, although, we really strongly believe that something positive will be emerging from all this chaos we're in right now. We are in a chaotic time in the world, and there's nothing better than a reprieve from that to feed your soul and to renew yourself. And that's exactly what we're going to be doing here. So, just
Yes,
two more things to mention, and then we're going to move into the journey. Because I know, Kim, you have
I
a
do. I
call.
called one.
I've
Yep.
had that problem.
I-
I'd have for previous weeks, and now you have to hop off. So I want to
Yes.
make sure that you have that we honor that time. But we just want to bring two more things to your attention. We have a bonus that's ending July 4th, so next Friday. So you have one more week to get this bonus, and that is 2 free months access to our brand new Co-Creating Miracles with Sacred Light Academy. We are starting that academy. It's taken us a little bit longer than we originally planned, but that academy starts at the end of July, the last Friday of July and the last Friday of August. So right after the retreat ends, that'll be our second call. You get those 2 free calls as part of the brand new Co-Creating Miracles Academy. If you haven't heard us talk about that, just to briefly what it is about, it's a sanctuary for our practitioners. So you have to be a practitioner of one of our modalities, one or more of sacred light, energetic allergy healing, sacred soul alignment, or sacred soul symbols. That qualifies you for the academy. And of course, you will be a practitioner because you're getting 2 certification classes as part of this retreat. It's live monthly workshops to support our practitioners. It's where we're also going to be teaching and attuning you to new tools so that you don't have to wait for the next class. That's a huge bonus of that. So you get 2 free months of that. If you sign up by July 4th and pay in full. And that leads us to the second announcement, reminder really, that we do have an internal 2 payment plan. You can get a longer payment plan with Klarna or Afterpay if you live in the US or Canada. But we have an internal 2 payment plan that ends July 4th. Because we have to have the payments for those completed before the retreat. So if that's helpful to you, we can that's available through next Friday, July 4th. So that is everything that we have to share. Now we're going to go on our journey. And a lot of people are saying next year, next year, next year. We just want to also let you guys know that while Mount Shasta is our favorite retreat, our favorite thing to do, we are not sure that we're going to be doing it next year due to some changes in our personal lives and things that we have going on, which is a little clue. I'll be sharing more about things like that for me personally in the next few weeks. But we're not sure that we're going to be doing it next year. So if you are thinking, oh, they do this every year, I'm going to go next year, we just want you guys to know that that might not be happening. So
We wanted to, but
yeah, we wanted to, but
if
we
we
can't
can,
always
we
do
will.
everything that
Yeah,
everything that we have ideas for and want to
right.
do doesn't always fit into our schedule or our
Yeah.
life plans.
Yeah. So this is calling you and you can work it out. Get right in there and get your spot. All
Yeah.
right. Let's get on this journey. I want to make sure I'm here with you for this journey.
So I just want to say for you, Kim, up
Uh-huh.
front, if this journey is longer than we anticipate it to be, you can
Yeah.
hop off
Yeah.
and I'll finish up.
Sounds good.
Okay.
All right.
So let's go. I am
Fairy Falls.
going to guide us
Here we
into
come.
my bowls coming through okay. I want to make sure my sound settings are good.
I hear him nice and clear.
All right. So here we go. So Just taking a moment to get comfortable, settling into your body, bringing all of your awareness into the present moment, and just relax. Closing your eyes, allowing yourself to land right here, right now. Allowing your body to relax even more. Now placing your focus and awareness onto your heart and just breathe. Allowing your breath to slow and deepen. Breathing as if you're breathing directly from your heart. Allowing your inhale and exhale to slow to about a count of 5. And just continuing this long, slow, deep breath through your heart as you bring your awareness to the energy of compassion. We've been working with compassion over the last couple of weeks. Compassion for yourself, for others, for all of life. Just notice as you tap into that energy of compassion, how it's grown stronger within you, how it's expanded your heart and softened your being. So we invite you to see, sense, feel, or imagine this compassion as an even more radiant pink light surrounding you. And as you breathe through your heart, just using your intention to breathe that pink light of compassion into your heart, allowing this energy to fill and expand your heart even more than ever before. With your next breath, allowing this energy of compassion to expand into every cell of your body. Feeling the cells of your body vibrating with the frequency of compassion. And with your focus and awareness on your heart, feeling into the heart-to-heart connection between your heart and the heart of Gaia, and your heart and the heart of creation. Noticing the beautiful golden light in the heart of Gaia and the glorious iridescent light in the heart of creation. And with your next breath, simultaneously begin to breathe that golden light from Gaia and iridescent light from the heart of creation into your heart. Allowing the golden light from Gaia and iridescent light from the heart of creation to merge with the pink light of compassion, creating a beautiful iridescent rose gold light. Allowing this light to fill all the cells of your body, expanding beyond your physical body, filling your entire energy field, creating a beautiful ball of iridescent rose gold light that you are in the center of. And just noticing how loved, nurtured, safe, and protected you feel in this space. And from within this space, we invite you to feel into your heart-to-heart connection between your human aspect and your divine aspect. And with your next breath, allowing your human aspect to merge with your divine aspect. And as you merge with your divine aspect, feeling yourself expanding into all of this light surrounding you. Feeling yourself expanding infinitely, expanding all the way into the heart of creation, all the way into the quantum field where all potential and possibility exists. And as we move into this journey, just staying in your heart, breathing through your heart, connected to the energy of all that is, and just allowing yourself to connect to the energy of Fairy Falls. And if your eyes are closed, you can just take a moment to open your eyes to see the image on your screen with the beautiful technologies that were captured in this photo. And if you look beyond those technologies, you see Fairy Falls themselves.
beautiful. As we journey into a deep connection with Fairy Falls, this incredibly enchanted place, the beautiful sacred waterfall, the cascades through the ancient forest groves, where the frequencies of pure joy, boundless love, and infinite possibility flow as freely as the crystalline waters themselves. Fairy Falls holds the frequency of joy, of abundance, and the magic that exists when we open our hearts to love fully. This place has been calling you. You're here. So just sink into its energy, sink into the frequency, sensing that beautiful compassion that we've been really cultivating over these calls together. Just feeling it ready to help you expand this love into joy, bounty, and unbounded expansion. At Fairy Falls, the very water sparkles with natural magic, each droplet carrying frequencies of delight, wonder, and the remembrance that life is meant to be a celebration of love in action. The land itself vibrates with Mount Shasta's most joyful and abundant frequencies. So set your intention now for this sacred journey. How would you like to expand the compassion that you've been growing? What joy is ready to awaken within you? What abundance are you ready to receive? How are you ready to experience unbounded love? Just breathe into these questions. Breathe into what that brings into mind or into heart for you. Feel your intention settling into your heart, knowing that the sacred land at Fairy Falls is already holding space for your expansion into greater joy, love, and abundance. Now we're calling in and activating the 5 sacred light technologies that will guide and support this journey for all here to Fairy Falls today. So Divine Love and Light, calling in sacred light, calibrate to create, calibrating you to the universal energy of creation for manifestation and joy. Feel this technology aligning you multidimensionally to create from the frequencies of love and delight. Calling in, anchoring, activating sacred light bounty of the universe, connecting you with and expanding you into the unlimited abundance the universe has to offer. Just feel this tuning you into the frequency of true bounty, expansive freedom, opening you to receive the land's gifts of natural abundance. Beautiful. Now calling in, activating and anchoring sacred light, joy of life. Anchoring the highest perspective of joy. Awakening your cellular memory of the frequency of pure joy and delight. Feel this helping you remember how to create joy as your natural state. Beautiful. Now divine love and light, calling in, activating and anchoring sacred light, unbounded love of heaven. Bringing in love with no bounds, no limitations. Endless and infinite love that stretches beyond anything you've experienced. Feel this technology awakening you to the truth that you are this limitless love. As these technologies are now working within your energy systems, we are working with Sacred Light Cosmic Grove here to connect you to the highest frequencies and the cosmic intelligence that flows through all living systems that you are able to hold at this time to activate within you what you're ready for. God, just feel this technology, the information it's sharing into your field presently, preparing you to commune with the land, the frequencies held within Mount Shasta's ancient wisdom, calling in what you need to really anchor into those frequencies of love and joy and bounty. As these technologies are working within your energy systems, just allow yourself to sink into those frequencies a little deeper. Love, joy, abundance, divine bounty. Good. Just knowing now that all of these technologies are now active and working to support you. In perfect harmony with the natural magic of fairy falls, creating the optimal energetic conditions for expansion into joy, bounty, love, and limitless possibility. Now, using your imagination and your powerful heart connection, we invite you to see yourself beginning a magical journey deeper into the forest surrounding Fairy Falls. Heading directly for Fairy Falls, find yourself on a winding forest path that shimmers with Mount Shasta's natural energy, as if the very earth beneath your feet pulses with ancient wisdom and joy. Feel yourself connecting deeply to every tree on your path, every flower, every living being in this sacred forest. As you walk, you notice the trees themselves seem more alive, more vibrant than ordinary trees. Their leaves shimmer with the mountain's natural frequencies, and you can almost hear the land itself singing songs of joy and magic. The sacred light joy of life is resonating with the natural delight that flows through all of the nature here. Good. Feel yourself, that compassion-filled heart begin to expand even further as you sense the love that permeates every aspect of this magical forest. The compassion you've been cultivating these past weeks is like a beacon, resonating with the land's natural frequencies, preparing you to experience love beyond anything you've known. With each step deeper into the forest, you hear the distant sound of flowing water, musical and bright, like the earth itself singing. The sound carries frequencies of delight that make your heart want to join in the land's eternal song.
And now, around a bend in the forest path, you see it, Fairy Falls. You see the beautiful water cascading down moss-covered rocks in a curtain of liquid diamonds. And if you look with your spiritual eyes and your heart, you may even see technologies floating around. Good. Sacred light bounty of the universe is working with you as you realize that you're witnessing abundance made manifest. The endless flow of water, the lush growth surrounding the falls, the effortless giving and receiving that nature demonstrates. And as you approach the falls, you begin to see concentrated frequencies. The air itself seems to shimmer with joy. The rocks seem to pulse with Mount Shasta's ancient wisdom. You can feel the technologies surrounding you. The water of Fairy Falls is sparkling with more than just reflective light. It's glowing with the accumulated joy and love frequencies that have been building in this sacred place for thousands of years. Find yourself drawn to sit beside the falls, feeling the mist from the falls on your skin. Each little droplet carrying the frequencies of joy, love, and limitless possibility. Feeling sacred light, unbounded love of heaven as you surround yourself with the love frequencies that flow through this land. A love that is so vast and infinite that it makes all the love you've known before seem like a single raindrop in the ocean of cosmic love. Sacred light, joy of life is working, taking the stable foundation of compassion that you've built and adding sparkles of delight, waves of happiness, and bubbles of joy. Witness the pink light of compassion begin to shimmer and dance, seeing golden highlights and silver sparkles. This compassion dances and honors every moment in your life. Sacred Light Calibrate to Create is working with the natural magic of this place to calibrate your entire being to create from this new frequency of joyful compassion. Feel your body beginning to remember what it feels like to be naturally joyful, to find wonder in every moment as you did when you were a child, and to know that joy was the most natural thing in the world. Feeling this joyful compassion anchoring into every cell of your body, allowing it to become your new default frequency. This is who you are in your most divine expression. Feel yourself beginning to expand even beyond your physical body, beyond your personal identity, beyond anything you've ever identified as yourself. The love that's flowing through you is the same love that flows through Mount Shasta's crystalline core, through Gaia herself, and through all of creation. Feel this truth expanding through every cell of your being. Allow yourself to dissolve into this unbounded love, knowing that you cannot be lost because you are the love that's doing the loving. From this place of unbounded love, notice how everything feels different and looks different. From this place of expanded, unbounded love, Sacred Light Bounty of the universe is allowing you to feel even deeper into your true nature of abundance. Feel the bounty of the universe connecting you with the unlimited resources of the universe. These resources aren't outside of you, they're flowing through you as you, because you are not separate from the energy of abundance. Calibrate to Create is now calibrating you from this understanding of true bounty. From this place of unbounded love, feel how natural it is to trust in abundance. Let this knowing settle into your bones, into your cells, your DNA, your nervous system. You're not one who receives abundance. You are abundance itself, expressing in human form. Feel all of this magic, all of these frequencies anchoring into your energy field, allowing this to become your new baseline frequency. And as you begin to prepare to journey back to your current time and place, the sacred frequencies of Mount Shasta gather around you, feeling yourself beginning to walk back along the forest path, but noticing that you're not the same person that you were when you walked here. Your steps may feel lighter, your heart brighter, your energy expanded. Feel all of these sacred frequencies settling in to your ordinary consciousness, your daily routines, your work, your relationships. This joy, this love, this abundance is not separate from your regular life. It's the truth that lies underneath everything. Feel these new frequencies integrating even more deeply, becoming part of who you are. Bringing your awareness back into your physical body, into your current surroundings, into this present moment. Knowing that you carry these frequencies from Fairy Falls, Mount Shasta, and all of these sacred light technologies within you now. Feeling the breath in your lungs, feeling your heart beating, feeling that joyful compassion and unbounded love. And when you're ready, you can slowly open your eyes, carrying with you the magic that you've just created, the joy of life itself, and the knowing that you are abundance, love, and joy embodied. And anchoring all of this in with sacred light close and divine love and light, Creator, change it. Good. And if your eyes are open, you can see that image of Fairy Falls there with those technologies. We have so many amazing pictures of Fairy Falls. And I guess I'm still playing my bowls. I needed that little extra oomph. So welcome back. How are you all feeling? Oops. I don't want to share. Something's going weird here. I don't want to share my screen. There we go. Okay. We would love to hear how that felt for all of you. If maybe you're still there at Fairy Falls. Sometimes it takes a while to come back from these places that we don't want to leave. So that is our journey to Fairy Falls, one of our favorite places on the planet. And we can't wait to visit there with all of our retreat guests in August. You're welcome. So, in case you were not here at the beginning of the call, just a reminder that next week, July 3rd, is not a live call. We'll be sending out a recording. So, watch for that on Thursday. And that replay will also be, I guess that's not a replay, but we'll be putting the recording onto our YouTube channel. So, you can find all of the recordings on our Co-Creating Miracles YouTube channel. There's a playlist there. And we'll be leaving those up until July 17th. So if you've missed any of them, make sure to catch them then. Those replays with the healing are also a bonus for all retreat attendees. You'll be getting all of those replays to listen to again and again. So Mimi, you're saying, I've seen the fairy before. I even saw a cross that keeps generating stars in so many magical forms. Beautiful. A lot of you guys are jumping off to join Kim for her call for energetic allergy healing. So thank you guys for being here. We look forward to our transmission next week. Robin says, felt it so deeply. It was magical. Thank you. You're welcome. And again, if you are feeling called to join us in Shasta, we have spots available. Check out our new pricing structure with those accommodations. And if you have any questions, just email us at hello@cocreatingmiracle.com. And perfect, Rosemary. And we will see you live in 2 weeks on the 10th of July. Kim and I will actually be in person. She's going to be visiting me. So we get to be together in person for that call. And then next week, watch out for the recording. Jocelyn, so there is a spot in the house. There's only one private room in the house that was chosen by the first person. That's gone, but there is one person in the house, one spot in the house. The house does have AC. However, it hasn't been an issue. We're not spending any time in the cabins and tents really during the day when it's hot, and at night it does get significantly cooler. Ellen said volume seems low. Interesting. Most powerful, as I was walking through the forest, I was feeling beautiful green, touched the plants and trees. They turned golden, felt like I was drifting or gliding over the ground, and had sensations that I was actually feeling the touch of it. And then we reached the waterfall. I burst into tears of joy. That's so beautiful, Cheryl. Thank you for sharing that. I love that experience for you. So Jocelyn, let us know if you have questions. You can email us beyond that question about that spot in the house. And they are calling me outdoors. Yay. Okay, everyone. If you watch this again, feel free to share your experiences on YouTube or Facebook. And we're enjoying so much spending all this time with you guys. And we know that you are enjoying this series as well, this virtual retreat. 9 whole calls. It's a lot. So we have 3 more left, and we will see you on July 10th.